Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hare 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 Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hare Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Caitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have.
All right, so thank you for coming, everybody. Let's chant. I'll sing a couple of songs. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Try another one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Gauranga. All right, let's chant some japa here. All right, thank you for coming, everybody. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, I'm looking for that lake too there, Lalita. Seek and ye shall find. I'm looking. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. If the devotees, the devotees will flood me with the ocean of their mercy, then I can find the lake also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. I was talking to a nice devotee today, somebody new. This lady, she's living in China, and she's a student. Very nice person. Very full of bhakti too. You know, just real prime candidate for Krishna's mercy. Yeah, and she knows things that devotees know, you know. So it's nice, refreshing to meet people like that. Yeah. So that was nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. She said she'll come and chant with us sometime, so let's see. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh, my Lord, Jai, thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. My God, is that sky bright, man? I think let's tone it down a little bit. Let's get some space. Let's get some space. Nice little bedroom scene here. Space bedroom. How about that one? How about this? Let's see. That's interesting. How about this? Oh, I like that. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. I'll take more deep breaths then. Oh, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna, 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 Govinda, 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 Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gora Bhaktavrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gora Bhaktavrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita. Madhyakanda, Chapter 4, Unlimited Glories of Nityananda. All glories to Lord Caitanya. All glories to Lord Caitanya. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the life and soul of all living entities. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the life and soul of all living entities. May my memory constantly embrace his lotus feet. Within his heart, Lord Nityananda was certain that Vishvambara, who now stood before him, was none other than his beloved Supreme Lord. Within his heart, Lord Nityananda was certain that Sri Vishvambara was not, who stood before him, was none other than his beloved Supreme Lord. Overwhelmed with bliss, Lord Nityananda Prabhu was stunned in ecstasy. He stared unblinkingly at the beautiful face of the Lord. He stared unblinkingly at the beautiful face of the Lord. Upon seeing the bewildering, beautiful form of the Lord, upon seeing the bewilderingly beautiful form of the Lord, Nityananda wanted to taste the beauty with his tongue, drink the beauty with his eyes, embrace the beauty with his arms, and absorb the beauty with his nose. To everyone's astonishment, Lord Nityananda stood speechless, completely enchanted by the wondrous splendor of the Lord. Lord Gaurachandra is the supersoul within everyone's heart. Therefore, he knew Lord Nityananda's heart. Thus, Gaurachandra acted to reveal his hidden identity to Lord Nityananda and the depth of Nityananda's devotion to the Lord. He knew Lord Nityananda's heart. Thus, Gaurachandra acted to reveal his hidden identity to Lord Nityananda and the depth of Nityananda's devotion to the Lord. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, flowers blue kani kara on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and a Vijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers. As he entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints, he filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, flowers blue kanikara on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. The Lord indicated to Srivas Pandit to recite a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srivas understood and immediately recited the sloka, which describes the beauty of Krishna. At that time, Krishna entered the forest of Vrindavan, dressed as the greatest of dancers. A peacock feather was threaded into his crown, and his ears were decorated with hanging blue kanikara flowers. His golden yellow dress glistened as he wore the effulgent Vijayanti jewel around his neck. The land that carries the impression of his lotus feet, the conch shell, disc, lotus, and club is Vrindavan, his place of transcendental pastimes. To his lips he touched the flute, which filled with the nectar as he played an enchanting melody. At the same time, his cowherd boyfriends sang of his beauty and glories. After some time, Nityananda Prabhu regained his external consciousness and began crying tears of joy. The more he heard the verses, the more it increased his mad love for Krishna. His ecstatic roaring filled the universe and pierced through the covering of this material world. Lord Nityananda leapt up as he crashed down to the ground. Everyone thought that the bones of his body were smashed. Seeing this, the Vaishnavas became very afraid and loudly uttered, "Krishna, please save him. Krishna, please save him." Lord Nityananda rolled on the ground, his body covered with tears of love. Long and recurrent sighs escaped his mouth as he looked deep into Lord Vishwambara's face. Lord Nityananda felt great ecstasy, and he laughed aloud. Sometimes he jumped and danced. Sometimes he wrestled, and other times he hung his head quietly. Lord Gaurachandra and all the devotees began to cry in joy, seeing the total absorption and madness in love of Krishna. It became impossible for the Vaishnavas to hold Nityananda Prabhu still. When the devotees failed, Lord Vishwambara held Nityananda in his embrace. As soon as Chaitanya embraced Nityananda, Nityananda immediately became still. The Lord, to whom he was absolutely surrendered, now embraced him. Nityananda Prabhu allowed himself to be held without endeavor. Hare Krishna. Mm-hmm. Bhagavad Gita. Knowledge of the Absolute Truth, Chapter 7. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Prita, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can now know me, you can know me in full, free of doubt." Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, "Mayi to me, ashakta mana, mind attached, partha, O son of Partha, yogam, self-realization, yunjan, practicing, mat asraya, in consciousness of me, Krishna consciousness, asayam, without doubt, samagram, completely. It's a lot of nice key words here. I like this, without doubt. See? So this verse has many beautiful things here. Let me do this here. Yeah. See, mind attached to me. See, mind attached to me, that you can know the Lord in full. So your mind is attached to the Lord, and people need to know, well, who is that Lord? Is he a person? Is he a human being? Where is he? How can you become attached to somebody you can't see? You can see. You can see but not see. Okay? He's the scriptures. He's the name. See? Is your mind attached to that name, or are you just chanting japa? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. I finished my rounds. Well, it doesn't look like there's much attachment to Krishna per se. Your attachment to finishing your rounds, right? Kind of a fruitive thing mixed in there. See? So you can't know the Lord in full with your mind attached by discipline. It's got to come to the point of natural attachment to the name of God, practically. This is relevant. How do you become attached to the Lord? Well, we got his name, we got his pastimes. We got they describing his qualities and behavior and characteristics. Okay? Is your mind attached to the name and the pastimes, or the name and or the pastimes? Okay? Your mind is attached to something that makes you feel something, right? Like people, you can be attached negatively, because you're feeling something, you're experiencing some kind of life, but doesn't mean it's the greatest quality of life. You can be attached to something that makes you feel good also, but this is worldly stuff. See, when you're attached to the Lord, you're attached to the transcendental manifestation of the Lord in the form of his name and pastimes. And the result is transcendental pleasure. Like I did a video this morning about this. Pure devotional service is the beginning of all auspiciousness, because that's when you know what it really means to feel good. Otherwise, nobody knows. Until you taste transcendental pleasure, until you feel that experience of transcendental happiness, until your spiritual body is awakened, you can't really know. See? So, see, little people are trying. This is the way of sadhana bhakti. They're trying to become attached to the Lord by doing rules and regulations. Very hard. Takes a long time. Takes lifetimes, actually. And then you may or may not get it. Okay? Or the other way, this is the way that Lord Caitanya came to teach and Jesus came to teach. Believe in those words of those who are deeply attached to the Lord's name and pastimes and qualities. Because they know the Lord more fully than you do, right? Just common sense. What are the symptoms of that attachment? Oh, very ecstatic. See, it's transcendental. Oh, wow, I've never seen people with feelings like that. Hey? And if you're attracted, you're very fortunate. Only the most fortunate will be attracted to the mad words and the mad ecstasy of Lord Caitanya and his real intimate associates. Only the most fortunate. You're fortunate if you're attached to the Lord because of rules and regulations. But you're more fortunate if you're attached to the Lord because of who he is and what he is. And his nature, man, his ecstatic nature, his conclusive truth, that is him. He's not different from that. Isn't this great? I listen, these verses are like, wow. Basic Bhagavad Gita. I don't know, something about these verses, basic thing. There's so much in there, man. It's like taking a big bite of something really big, very juicy, very conclusive. Hey, this is how, you see how Bhagavad Gita can teach you Raganuga Bhakti. Just depends on the level you perceive it, you understand it. The mind attached to the Lord, people could ask, well, what's the easy, you should be asking this question. What's the easiest way for me to get my mind attached to the Lord so I can know him in full? Devotion. Loving that, you just naturally attach to the object you love, right? In the world too. The woman or man or money or wealth you've got, naturally attached to that. And you'll get the feeling of attached to that. Like if you lose some money, like I lost a little money today. Yeah, it happens. What are you going to do? I felt, I lost some money. I guess I was a little attached. Christian showed me, oh, you're a little attached. You lost some money, huh? Yeah, I am. It's kind of a low feeling. You feel in the lower chakras, man. The rasa is terrible. It's a big lesson in itself, man. Don't get too attached to things in the world because they're eventually going to leave you anyway. And then you're going, see, that's what brings you back, brings you a lower consciousness. Hey, but becoming attached to the Lord. See, get this gift. We're giving the gift of bhakti here. See, that's our work, man. That's our order. That's our blessing. Is to relish this bhakti and to share it with others so their people's minds naturally attract. Well, I like to chant the Lord's name. Oh, I like to hear about his pastimes and qualities from real devotees. Ooh, I love to see the ecstasy of these devotees like Lalita and Johan and others and Govinda, their blissful countenance. See, natural. How about that? That keeps you motivated to stay close to Krishna. Otherwise, very hard, more disciplined, because you're not very attached, right? You're around gurus and teachers and Vaidhi Bhaktas, right? They're not that, they're attached to rules, or maybe not, who knows? So they can't give you that deep attachment. You got to get Bhakti Lata Bij from the person who has this bread of life, this Bhakti Lata Bij, man, matured, big brother, big sister. Get it from them, see? By association. great verse. I love this verse. See, attach to me. See that me. Krishna, his name is non-different. When love is awakened in your heart, see, when you in the real line and you get Bhakti Lata Bij by association, see, and by following the process, trusting the process, see, becoming a disciple and a friend of a real spiritual master, see, your mind becomes attached to the Lord. See, now you know the Lord is his name. Wow, what a great way to have company in this world. All you do is chant his name, the Lord is there. By engagement in pure devotional service. Yeah, pure devotional service, fantastic. It's in the Nectar of Devotion in the first chapter. It's fantastic. Everybody should read that. The qualities of pure devotional service, and it's a great motivator, man. The pure devotional service is the beginning of all auspiciousness. See, because the Lord appears to you. You can recognize the Lord because of this devotion. Because of pure devotional service, now you're engaged. Pure devotional service is simply meditating on the Lord and feeling the fantastic happiness of that. That's beyond this world. Realizing the Lord is his name, and you have instant access to the Lord at any time, at any place, in any circumstance. You can throw a devotee in jail, and many of us might be, who knows, thrown in jail. Yeah. Will you feel lonely? Well, if you call the Lord and you have this bhakti naturally in your heart, the Lord will appear to you. You will recognize, and people right next to you might not recognize because they don't have that relationship. You have to receive it from an empowered devotee who has this relationship. What are some of those other things? Yeah, let me find here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare. There it is. Characteristics of pure devotional service. See, pure devotional service brings immediately relief from all kinds of material distress. So a lot of people are taught when you come to ISKCON and all these groups, you got to earn that. You got to be worthy of that, right? You got to do your sadhana, you got to chant, you got a certain amount of rounds, 16 or a lakh or 2 lakhs, who knows what people tell you. You got to fast, you got to do all these rules and regulations. See, to have your material distress go. But it doesn't go if you're not really deeply, like ecstatically, lovingly attached to the Lord. Okay? So the best way is you can get this Bhakti Lata Bij when it's being distributed, which is now in here, where you get this attachment to the Lord. And then all of a sudden, this ecstatic love awakens in your heart. And now what happens? This verse. You are a manifestation of this verse. If anybody can say here, wow, I can relate to this verse. Whoa, it's amazing. It's amazing. I get immediately relief from all kinds of material distress because of this attachment to Krishna. See, an engagement in pure devotional service. There's no reason for you to worship Krishna other than love. Love is awakened when you chant the holy name of Krishna by contacting the real line, who are real relatives and transcendental relatives of Lord Caitanya, Radha, and Krishna. When they're here and they're giving out Bhakti Lata Bij, we're not giving out rule. What do you give? The idea is service. I'm not serving the Lord and Krishna consciousness movement by dishing out a bunch of rules. Here's my service. Here's build temples. Work for Krishna. You know, do these fastings, eat this, don't eat that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do. I'm not giving that out. I could, but that's not the inspiration and the order. Prabhupada was given that. That was his inspiration and order. He did that. See, but is all your distress going? This one person, I won't mention any names, I met today, said, I still feel a little depressed. I feel this hole in my heart. Well, to me, it's a no-brainer, but not to that person. You know, that, oh yeah, that whole, Veda Vyas had that too. He also was dissatisfied. Yeah, he had a bit of a hole in his heart. He wasn't completely fulfilled, even though he was a devotee, even though this person, well, why is this? Why do I feel depressed sometimes? Why am I looking for something outside to fill that? You know what happened with Veda Vyas? Narada Muni comes along, Mr. Ecstatic himself. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad you finally asked that question. You're out there busy teaching Varnashram Dharma and writing all these books about the glories of Varnashram Dharma, you know, writing all that stuff, and then teaching fastings and all that stuff, and moral conducts, and writing Mahabharata with it was nice, but there's a lot of moral, the ways of following social society in a proper mode of goodness way. And you're still unhappy. I wonder, why do you feel you're so undone by all that work you did? And he says, well, see, the foe. Vedavyas was humble enough to ask, well, I don't know. Can you search my heart? Can you tell me why? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you what I learned. I learned by chanting the holy name in ecstatic devotion and preaching that simultaneously is the greatest happiness. It's the most powerful thing in the world. Most powerful path is to be a recipient of that mercy, which he was from the sages, and he could chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion and to pass that ability on to others so everybody could breeze through the Varnashram system, transcend the Varnashram system, transcend to justify your life before God by rules and regulations and all that stuff. And here you learned how to justify yourself before that ultimate supreme personality of Godhead simply by chanting his name and feeling great about it, by feeling pure devotional love awaken spontaneously that you got from coming to the real line with the real devotees empowered with the order, with the empowerment to distribute this supreme mercy and path to the whole world. And you wonder why I poo-poo everything else but this? Because there's nothing stronger than this. There's nothing that's going to really save the world quickly. I don't want to see people take birth after birth. That's Narayan Raj's thing. He does that. Oh, prema, many lifetimes. Oh, do these rules regularly, fast, all this stuff, and you chant 1 lakh and all this, and gradually you'll be worthy to become superstar devotee, and then you'll get the mercy of Radha and Krishna. No, I don't teach that. I say, no, come on, let's just teach what Lord Caitanya taught. I got the order from Prabhupada, blessing of Krishna. What else do I need? I was chanting even before they came, in ecstasy for years, preparing for this mission. I didn't know I was even preparing. I was just engaged in this, just eating the bread of life with the butter on it. It was fantastic. It was amazing. Somebody called me mad. Let's see here. See if he's a friend or foe. Yes, Eric Woody. This is the madness of Srila Gaur Haridas. You make me feel like I am going crazy. Yes. I am used to feeling bad. It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't, I felt a little bad when I lost a little money today, but I'm feeling much better now. Transcend it this way. Krishna showed me a little, you still got a little attachment there. I'm going to make you lose some money here. It's good for me. It's good not to be, if you get too attached, the Lord knows everything. He'll set up some situation where he'll say, oh, I got a little weakness here in this guy. That's good. Yeah. The Lord knows how to work with his devotees. He's that very expert. Yeah. See? Brings immediate relief from all kinds of material distress. If your path that you're on doesn't give you immediate relief from all kinds of distress, give up that path and come here. We'll put you on the path that will give you immediately relief from your distress. We have proof. Look at this. We have devotees sick half the time or 3/4 of the time. And look at Lalita Ganga. Man, still, she's smiling a lot. And others. See, relief from all material distress. Oh my God, what a path. And we've got that in the palm of our hands. And we take that ball of mercy and we just throw strikes right down the middle, man. You want to catch this here? You want to be a catcher? Just hold out your glove, man. Here you go, man. A path. This is the path that we roll it up into a ball of mercy and throw it at the world through the camera and through the microphone. Any catchers over there? You want to catch this ball, man? You want all your material distress to gone, man? I guarantee if you're sincere and you really want this wholeheartedly, you want intimacy with God, you want an intimate relationship, I guarantee you all your distresses will go. If that's what you really want, and it might take some time. You might have some attachments, man, to these different things, but they work out fast here. See, pure devotional service is the beginning of all auspiciousness. Pure devotional service is you come here, you listen, you get purified, and then love for the name of God. Just practical, relevant way. The love for the name and the pastimes and the qualities of the Lord become your life and soul. The Lord, Guru, real Guru, and the Vaishnavas that you read about in these books, and Krishna himself and Radha and all the big real family become your life and soul. Now you know what auspiciousness is. There's no other auspiciousness in this world. You could be good, do good deeds and everything, but there's an auspiciousness that transcends that. And you'll only know if you come into a Sangha like this. And good luck finding one. We're putting on a very interesting show on the stage of the world. Very unique. We're presenting on the stage of the world a path that everyone can follow. If you're motivated, are you motivated? You want your miseries to go? You want to get out of fear? You want to stop fearing those little invisible microbes? You want to stop fearing, that World War III maybe, or whatever other crazy, fearful thing they're presenting every day, relentlessly? Okay? Oh, you will do that. Beginning of all auspiciousness. What else? Pure devotional service automatically puts one in transcendental pleasure. Oh, yes. We have a lot of witness here. Lalita, does pure devotional service put you in transcendental pleasure? Can everybody, you don't even have to ask her. You can ask the witnesses that witness her happiness. How about Johan? How about Govinda? How about the reports we get from Amy and Fanny? Can you see? This is the symptoms of pure devotional service. These things come from the mouths, natural glorification of those who realize this. Those who realize, wow, this is different, man. This is fantastic. See, this is really auspicious. I thought auspicious was building thousands of hospitals. I thought being real auspiciousness was giving in charity. You give money to people and all that. That's really auspicious. Well, mode of goodness auspicious? Yeah. But this is transcendental auspicious. And that's what the Lord said, well, why not go for the real auspiciousness? This auspiciousness lasts forever. If you get the ability to chant the holy name in ecstasy, which is pure devotional service, then now you know what pure, real auspiciousness is. That's lasting. That'll go with you forever into your next life, next existence. It goes with you. So you develop it here and take it with you. You develop your love for money and material men and women and children and all these things here. You develop only that. What happens? You die and you come back here. Very inauspicious. Why not go for real auspiciousness? Real auspicious is engagement in pure devotional service. So you can feel, wow, this love, this devotion, man, this is, wow, that's definitely, you'll be a witness. Yeah, this is auspicious, man. This is beyond any auspiciousness I experienced in the world. I did a lot of charities and all that stuff. This transcends that. Oh yeah, this pleasure transcends the material pleasure of the world. Oh, there really is. Transcendental pleasure is where it's at, man. I want more of that. You see how many greedy people we got here? Look at you guys. You come in every day. Why are you doing that? Multiple times. This is my second time already. You already spent 2 hours with me earlier. Now look, you're already an hour. Must be getting some kind of happiness from this, huh? All I'm doing is talking about the absolute truth as it is. Why? Because my nature, I just love glorifying truth, and destroying chivalrously lies. Not just the lies of the demons, the lies of the demigods, the lies of the Vaidhi Bhaktas, the lies that you can get to Goloka Vrindavan and worship Krishna in Vrindavan by them if they don't have ecstatic devotion. Inconclusive. Oh, I just love that word. Inconclusive. Don't follow the inconclusive path. Follow the path that's conclusive, that I'm teaching, obviously, because you can check it in the verse. It's not by renunciation. It's not by sadhana bhakti. It's not by austerities. It's not by mantra chanting that one attains the love of God of Vrindavan. It's through the devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. Through them. So follow the narrow path, man. You can't get any better directed than this. These directions are concise and clear, logical, and agree with the visions of the revealed scriptures. Don't listen to anything else. Just listen to crazy Gauridas. His crazy wisdom here. You can check it all in scripture. Don't tell me you worship Prabhupada's books if you don't agree with the verses that are actually in there. That's hypocrisy still. Oh, you could say you're doing, but you're a little hypocritical. You come here, we'll straighten out your crooked tail. We'll make you clear, conclusive, logical, and you'll transcend hypocrisy. And you don't have to be anything special. You just got to get the mercy. You just got to come in line, man. Come in line. Follow the real process. It's funny, talk about Maria. People say, oh, why you got to, I just want to get, Sachi's go, what are you always talking about Maria? Well, because she's a great example. I got to get some service out of that lady. She's a nice lady. I want to pay her back. Okay. She even said, I used to say, because Krishna inspired me, trust the process. And she would repeat it back. Yes, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. And she would say, oh yeah, trust the process. And then, Oh, by the way, I'm going to not trust the process. I got my own path. Oh, I see. Okay, you forgot it. Forget about trusting the process. A lot of people like that. I'm committed to trusting the process. The process is clear, man. It's through the devotees, and we're all here. So many ecstatic devotees. It's through those devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion that you're going to get right into the narrow gate, right into Vrindavan. We opened a portal here. The truth that agrees with the vision of the revealed scriptures is the portal that you enter into divine consciousness forever. Vrindavan Dham, the Garden of Eden explained. You'll see there's not just Adam and Eve there. There's Adam and Eve and so many beautiful, wonderful devotees. But first, you got to come to the new Vrindavan first, here on this planet. New Vrindavan is here, Lord Chaitanya's grace place. We have so many nice Vrindavan devotees of such a stature you don't see anywhere else on this planet. You could prove me wrong. I mean, I'm not a megalomaniac. No. I just haven't seen. You show me. I would love. We'll all meet together. See, and have a nice kirtan together with other brothers and sisters. But isn't the whole world your brothers and sisters? Well, they got to wake up first. Otherwise, we keep a respectful distance. I do. You guys can do whatever you want, man. I keep my respectful distance from those who are not awakened. And I try to coax them. Yeah, come to our classes. Come chant with us. Hey, come closer. I'd read your statements there, but they're a little bit long for now. I'll read them later. Kind of in a free flow. See, so true auspiciousness, you can come here and you'll know. You come here if you're sincere and you really want the truth, and the truth will set you free. This truth is not just relative to the world. Well, it has relation, but no, this truth is absolute truth. It's the real path, the real feelings of God and his devotees. You can see them here. You can ask questions about them here. You can learn from the realizations that devotees who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy have. They have the real understanding, real knowledge. All that's here. And nowhere else have I seen this to this extent. In Vaishnavism, I see better in Christianity. I see better because there's some real ecstasy there. Vaishnavas I haven't seen, I would say, are woken up. I haven't seen any woke Vaishnavas. I see more woke Christians right now. But that's not, it's understandable that we're here for the first fruits. Any first fruits? We're picking the trees now, man. You know, on a tree, not all fruits are ripe, right? Well, we go and we pick fruits that are ripe. See? How do we do that? Well, you know, Gohari's got his way, you know. You guys got your way of picking fruits. I like Krishna's way. We just go to a tree and we shake it. And whatever's ripe falls down. This preaching is like shaking the tree, man. Only the ripe fruits ready for this will fall on the ground. And we just pick it up and give it to Krishna to eat. Yeah, weird feeling pure is, you're getting purified, man. It's like a mixture. Like you might see some devotees here and when they're crying and laughing, the Lord doesn't wait for them to be completely purified yet. He just comes right in there. And you might see a little mixture of their emotions with the others. But that's all transcendental, what do you call it? Transient. It'll go eventually. Pure devotional service is rarely achieved. See, this is what they preach. This is what Narayan Raj was preaching. Oh, Prema Bhakti. See, Prema Bhakti is pure devotional service. Oh, Prema Bhakti. Oh, you're going to have to follow Sadhana Siddha. See, you got to do austerities. You got to do renunciations. You got to follow sadhana. You got to renounce. You got to follow all these fasts. And then you got to do this for lifetimes. And then you maybe, if you're lucky, pure devotional service may be achieved. You'll be worthy, right? Well, I got good news for the Fanny types and the Amys and anybody else who will just take the mercy. This mercy is a gift from Lord Caitanya through the real line. We got the order. In 1996, I got the authority from Prabhupada himself. Unbelievable, huh? Prabhupada said, this has my full approval. What was that? I was preaching these kinds of conceptions, and people were crying and choking up and other beautiful symptoms. As my approval, he said, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that. And then Krishna comes and blesses too. That's pretty empowered, man. That's pretty much of a blessing. That's why it works here. See, in the vision of the revealed scriptures, see, that's how this book here, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar Devotion, all these transcendental books were written by the mercy of Krishna's order and the order of the Vaishnavas. See, we got the same thing. So pure devotional service is rarely achieved. Okay, this is the good news. The good news is the Lord is distributing this very rare jewel of pure devotional service. He's distributing it here. Very quickly you could get it. Okay, I think you're going to have to stop trying there. It's just getting disturbing now, so I'm just going to take you off. So, yeah, just go off there, Karuna. This is disturbing now. I have important things I want to say. So just follow my order, please, and stop coming on here, okay? Otherwise, you got to get me distracted, and I have to take you off another way. And he's still doing it. I don't know. See, now I got to take time from this to do it. This is why this bothers me, these things. He's still doing it. Okay. All right. I got to do it another way here. Okay. All right. So now I'll take them off and that'll be done. Okay. Gone. Finished. Yeah. Yeah, so pure devotional service is rarely achieved, but this was the mercy of Lord Caitanya 550 years ago. It's just like when Jesus came to give the Holy Spirit, right? Well, that didn't stop. That's meant to continue on, like it's already continuing on. Let's see, 2,000 years, still it's being continued. And why is it? So people need to ask, well, why is that Holy Spirit continuing on 2,000 years? Well, people either are born and they have relationship with the Jesus and the spiritual Holy Spirit thing, and they come here and they pass it on, or they get it from a person that is in the line of Jesus, and they get the Holy Spirit. They worship God with more ecstasy and more deep realization. It's amazing. Knowing more of a personal relationship with the Lord instead of this. Yeah, in various degrees. See, in Vaishnavism, the Lord passed it on for a while to his followers. And then there were some false followers that came and polluted the Sampradaya. They can do that in Christianity or anything. They come in there and they start teaching what? The opposite of what Lord Caitanya taught. They taught about you can attain Krishna by austerities and all that. No, this is the best way. See, so this, what is usually very rare, is given even here now as a gift, as it was given as a gift 550 years ago. Okay? So this path has kind of dried up until now, until our preaching. People say they have all these things that got great devotion, or they say our gurus have great devotion, but they don't manifest this mercy, this special potency, this special power to give this gift of pure devotional service. See, like in here, I'll show you. See if I can find it here. Hare Krishna. Oh boy. Let's go all the way back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is the power of the devotees, some of the devotees back then. This is chapter 10, branches and sub-branches. Yeah, I'd have to go through this whole chapter. I can't find it. It'd take too much time. But basically the idea is some of these devotees had so much spiritual strength and power that they could give this bhakti to others. That's the kind of empowerment here, is anybody who comes here and takes our preaching seriously, this conclusive preaching, this conclusive clear path, and this ecstatic worship, and likes it and wants it, very easily you can get the gift of this deep attachment to Krishna, which will grow and grow deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper forever. You'll never get bored unless there's some offense there. Yeah. You'll just go deeper and deeper forever. Yeah. Oops. Let's see here. See, and pure devotional service is the only means to attract Krishna. See, so what does that mean? How does that show up? Okay, well, without devotion, awakening in one's heart, one can't know Krishna. See, one cannot have the right understanding about Krishna. In your mind will be a false representation of Krishna, of God, if devotion hasn't awakened. More or less, you may think you know, like a lot of people, they study Prabhupada's books and the Vedas, they memorize verses, and they come here and they say, Gohar, you're wrong. What you're teaching is wrong. It's wrong to them because they have the wrong understanding. And they might say, well, what's your proof that we're wrong and you're right? Well, it's in the verse, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, which is transcendental, which is basically prema, deep transcendental attachment, I give them the real knowledge and real understanding. So that's simple. So why go and listen to those who don't have that prema awakened in their heart? And if you do, you'll have symptoms. What are those symptoms? Well, come here and find out. Come here, you could see right before your eyes. Sometimes the devotees laugh, they cry, they choke up, their hair stand on end, profuse tears, blowing your nose, all kinds of beautiful things. See, it attracts Krishna close to you, and therefore it's like the Lord is so close, so intimate. He's in you now. Now it's not just Bhagavad Gita verse, everybody is in me and I'm not in them. Now you're in Krishna, you're one of the rare few, and Krishna is in you. See, that love is in you, and that draws the Lord's realization very close to you, and then you understand. You have an understanding that those who study the books externally don't. And that's most. You have to show, see, Lalita has good realization. You need to attract him by showing him you love his dearmost devotee. Yeah, see, that's conclusive. See, Lord Caitanya said, those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my devotees. Those are the devotees of my real devotees or my real devotees. Okay? And that's how you know. There's no other way to know. Because if you really recognize Krishna, you'll recognize Krishna's real devotees. If you recognize Krishna, that means devotion has awakened in your heart. And that gives you the understanding of Krishna, the path, and where it is. That's why I'm just preaching to those who are taught like that, taught by God. They're more or less devotees already, and they're open to hearing. See, like Jesus said, I come here to teach those who are taught by God. What is the meaning? Oh, you're taught by the super soul within. You got some communication going. Just like this gal that I met today. She got some communication with the super soul. It gives her some realization, some beautiful, nice things. Talked to her for an hour, which is unusual for me. I don't usually talk to anybody for but I found it interesting, It's a little bit hard because she's just growing, new person. I was never interested in my studies. The teachers couldn't interest me. But what I've learned here in 7 months is unbelievable. I cannot live without. I want more and more and more. See, that's it. It means you're in touch with the transcendental potency. That's its style. It's ever fresh, always deepening. That's why I hear frequently, wow, your class was better than yesterday. You're going to have to knock off. See, Krishna is all attractive, but pure devotional service attracts even him. Okay? So, yeah, even Krishna, that's why he's attracted to a devotee who has received this gift. Okay? That's no other practical way. Anyway, we can go more and more into this, but my voice, I got to rest now. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. I'll read your comments in a little bit. Haribo. Oh, let's do a little bit of the ending song here. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bol,